TommyInnit is the fastest growing child on YouTube, and everyone knows it's because of one thing.
Whilst me and my 5 girlfriends, I'm loyal to all of them at one time. You're my girlfriend.
Just killed a woman. Feeling good.
He talks about women. I mean he's funny. Yeah, he's funny. But why is he growing so fast compared to everyone else? What sets him apart from every other funny person on YouTube? Over the past week, I have taken a closer look at many of his funniest videos to answer that very question. Today, I will be breaking down what exactly makes TommyInnit so funny, and even how you can do the same. Before we get started, I spend hours on these videos, so if you could just check if you're subscribed, that would be amazing. I would PogChamp so much if you would just check if you're subscribed. YouTube also sometimes randomly glitches and unsubscribes you, so just check if you're subscribed. Okay, I'm done now. Nearly every funny moment and joke Tommy makes can be divided into 4 categories. These categories are the core to Tommy's humor and really build the foundation for understanding what makes him so funny. While going through each category, I will give a few examples of videos or moments that really showcase that type of humor. Anyway, that's enough explaining. Let's get right into category 1, relatability. The first way Tommy is able to set up jokes is through relatability. This category is less about the jokes themselves, but moreover his behavior in many of the crazy situations he's put into. Tommy often acts how any viewer would want to act if they had gotten in a call with Dream or Ninja or even PewDiePie. He makes sure the audience knows the significance of every situation by acting just as surprised or excited as the viewers are. This can be seen in many of his intros with pauses of disbelief after he says what the video's about, or even just his facial expressions.
Well, you're about to find out. What do you do when that happens? What? I spoke to Pokimane. We're living in a weird time, aren't we? Can I speak to women? Well, you're about to find out.
If you take a close look, he does this all the time throughout his videos, often accompanied by a laugh or facial expression directed at the audience. This creates a connection with the viewers by making them feel like he's laughing with them about whatever is happening at the moment. Another major part of his relatability is his age. As we all know, Minecraft's audience is very widespread when it comes to age, but the majority of viewers are on the younger side. Because Tommy can be a bit non-family friendly at times, I'd imagine his average viewer is around the age of 13. This is actually a huge advantage for Tommy as he is only 16, meaning the age gap between him and his audience is very small compared to most other Minecraft creators on the platform. Because of this, his audience feels that they can relate to him, which is why he has such a devoted fanbase. Now, this is great, but how does it make him more funny? Well, it's actually pretty simple. In the same way that Friends do, he creates inside jokes with his viewers. You may not realize it, but many of his go-to jokes and catchphrases are funny because of the amount of times you've heard him say them. For example, his nicknames.
Hey, Big Q, Big Q, be on the lookout, but it's D-Money.
There's
it's Big
2 people on the server.
I don't think it's you, Tommy.
Thanks, Big S.
Say Big S? Maybe that's like his thing for nicknames. He just goes by your first letter.
One of the things you've got to quickly understand about Big Ninja Blevins is that he's quite an unusual guy.
Another example is the older meme,
Apples in my right chat. Apples in my right chat.
Oh, look, now they're spamming apples.
Apples in my right chat.
No, he's not right. Do not put apples. No, Apples, am I right, YouTube? Apples, guys. Any apples? Any applers, guys?
and last but not least, how he uses the word pog.
Divorced parents, PogChamp. I killed someone, PogChamp. Anxiety, PogChamp. Corn dog, PogChamp. I don't know about this guy, alright? I don't know if he's a crook, if he's PogChamp. How Pog is the poggiest of champs, you say? I hate to break it to you, but it's pretty pog.
All of these factors make Tommy one of the most relatable YouTubers in the community and have helped him pull consistent views on every single video, even if it's completely different from his usual content. And now that he has set the stage and gathered an audience, it's time to break down one of Tommy's funniest traits: his ego. Tommy has a massive ego. Well, not actually. In reality, he seems like a very self-aware and down-to-earth guy. But in his videos, well, that's a different story. Through his years as a creator on YouTube and Twitch, Tommy has developed a character that fits perfectly with his rapidly rising fame. By playing the role of the arrogant child, he adds a level of innocence to his character, which is why everyone takes these sentences as jokes.
You just lost. You just lost a fight to me.
Well,
You just lost a fight single-handed because of me and because of my muscles. Because of my muscles, Skeppy. You lost to my. Did you know I'm the #1 coolest person in everywhere?
Whilst me and my 5 girlfriends, I'm loyal to all of them at one time. Now, and people ask me how. I just am.
In short, he's able to pull off jokes that, if said by many other people, would just come off as bragging. Another aspect of his ego is that he is able to take complete control of nearly every conversation. If you look closely, TommyInnit has somehow managed to make himself the main character of literally everything he takes part in. And this is simply because he never backs down. To anyone.
Dream, you know, oh yeah, you know what? Why don't we fight
Tommy,
right now, Dream? Why don't we
Tommy,
fight right now? Why don't we one
Tommy,
versus
calm.
one? Why don't we have a little bow duel?
Tommy.
I'm already on half a heart. Why don't we just have a 1v1?
Tommy, where's your cat ears?
I'm really sorry, Big P. I just don't want to wear cat ears.
I actually have reason to believe it might be Tommy too.
No, okay, well, no, that's not. You can't just vote me out because I wouldn't immediately put on cat ears, Dream. I know this is a big deal for everyone here. James, please be. I'm trying to speak to Vic. Vic, what do you make of this? Corpse. Why is your name that?
I'm fucking dead inside. I don't really have a reason to be honest.
Oh. Vicstar isn't dead inside, so that's why I watch his streams.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Because he acts so differently from everyone else, he sticks out. And this exact fact has led him to meeting some of the biggest personalities on the platform. He uses all of this to create some of the most simple yet hilarious moments we've seen on his channel. Although his ego is a major part of Tommy's comedy, it's not the most important. You can't just spend every video talking about how cool you are for 20 minutes. This next category will break down Tommy's largest source of his comedy, awkwardness. One reason Tommy is consistently funny is that he thrives off of awkward situations, often even creating them for his and his audience's entertainment. He does this in a number of ways, such as asking an awkward question, or making an out-of-place or weird statement, or even flat-out insulting whoever he's talking to. When asking a question, he usually asks something either very personal or potentially controversial. While doing this, he also plays the innocent card, as if he doesn't know any better than to ask the question, when in fact, he knows exactly what he's saying. Here are some examples.
George, what is the worst word you know?
Whoa.
Candy, what makes
A good wife
woman?
as well.
Tommy, don't ask that question. You're
What
grounded.
makes a good woman?
Tommy, you're
that's
grounded.
That's what I want to know. George, how many girlfriends have you had? What were their names?
Tommy!
Oh,
That name.
Tommy!
you don't need to.
Why did you break up with them?
Tommy, these are questions that are extremely intimate.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, how do we know you're not lying?
What? Tommy,
Dream, how many girlfriends have you had, Dream?
I'm not on the show. Why am I getting questioned?
Before everyone else answers, can I just ask Tommy? I want to ask Tommy the question.
All of them.
All of them?
Oh, that's
George, how much money do you make?
Oh my god.
Just say how much money you've made. Who's your favorite woman?
I like the queen, I think. She'd probably be up there.
When making statements, it's essentially the same idea as the questions, but he's instead saying something blatantly offensive or personal and completely catches the other person off guard. Yet again, playing it off to everyone as if he doesn't know any better. This clarifies he doesn't mean it maliciously and is totally joking. Finally, the insults. This is pretty self-explanatory. He just straight up insults the person he's talking to in a way that obviously isn't serious.
Can you put Dream on?
Hey.
Yeah, your sister's got problems. Language! You just call me a jerk!
What?
You're a terrible human!
I don't like the way Rhymestyle was looking at me.
I don't like the way Dream looks.
I was also Tommy, but
I don't like the way. I don't like you.
I'm just on Tommy, but
I'm just on you.
Dion.
There's nothing suspicious about me.
I'll vote Dream.
Yeah, you are so dumb.
I believe that one day you can be great, Tommy.
You are a terrible man.
All of these methods almost never fail to create some sort of awkward situation, and it's honestly hilarious to watch how the other people react. Another benefit of using this form of comedy is when a genuine awkward situation occurs, literally no one can tell the difference. This takes a ton of pressure off Tommy, as if he completely fails at talking to a person, he can just play it off as his plan all along. This is really why he fits so well with everyone, and makes every moment funny whether intended or not. All of the categories mentioned so far are what makes up the vast majority of Tommy's comedy. But all of this requires one last touch to pull it all together. This final section is really where Tommy's talent comes into play, and really what sets him apart from everyone else. Our final category is adaptation. What really makes Tommy different from most other people in the community is his ability to change how he talks and what he says to fit whoever he's talking to. If you really pay attention, Tommy almost creates a new variation of his personality for every person he regularly interacts with. For example, when he's with Wilbur, he acts significantly more innocent and impulsive, almost like a younger brother.
Memorized everything. I never have memorized a woman's words.
It's like watching your little brother. He really is like my little brother. Techno's my older brother and Phil's our dad.
When he's with Quackity, he acts much less innocent.
Tommy, I'm at a Chipotle right now.
Wait, can they hear me?
Yeah.
Chipotle, my friends, my friends, Chipotle.
Whoa, you can't.
And finally, when he's with Dream, he becomes very aggressive.
Dream, you know what? Why don't we fight right now, Dream? Why don't we fight right now? Why don't we one versus one? I don't like the way Dream looks.
I was also Tommy, but
I don't like the way. I don't like you, Dream. I understand nothing, you stupid Green.
Because of this, Tommy is unpredictable. You never know what he's gonna say next, and even if you do, it's still funny. He knows how other people think, and it allows him to play off of them perfectly. He knows what makes them mad, what makes them happy, and what makes them explode with laughter. TommyInnit is funny not because he just is, or is surrounded by funny people. TommyInnit is funny because he knows exactly what he's doing. And now, you do too. In summary, if you want to have similar comedy to Tommy, develop a relatable and genuine side of your personality. Be transparent enough for your audience to relate to you and create reoccurring jokes with them. Then start showing confidence. Not often, but when you do, overdo it to the point where there's absolutely no way you aren't joking. Create awkward situations with the people you talk to during streams and while recording. Make these somewhat unexpected and controversial, but be sure not to overstep the boundaries of the other person and your audience. And finally, change what you say and how you act to match each person you talk to. This creates unpredictability and ensures you don't overuse certain jokes. Combining all of these methods is what made TommyInnit blow up and is the reason he could post whatever he wants and still get millions of views doing it. Make sure to comment down below if you enjoyed the video. Also, please like the video and subscribe if you made it this far. I spend literal weeks planning and making these videos as best as I possibly can, and it would help a lot. If you're still here, make sure to take a look at my documentary on the career and achievements of Technoblade. It is literally my best video ever. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.